If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. These words echoed in the valleys of Tibet, where mountains touched the sky and rivers sang through the valleys. In this land of serenity and prayer flags, the wisdom of the heart was known to every villager that true happiness is not found in possessions, but in kindness and love shared freely with others. In a quiet Tibetan village nestled high in the mountains, there lived a kind old woman named Dechen. Her days began at dawn, when the first golden light touched the snowy peaks. Around her, chickens clucked softly and her gentle yak grazed nearby, offering milk for her tea and warmth in the bitter winters. In the afternoons, she wandered the hillsides collecting herbs, preparing medicines for anyone in need. Later, she sat by a hearth weaving wool into blankets, which she gifted those in need. She worked patiently in her small barley field, tended to her yak, and gathered firewood from the nearby forest. Though her life was simple, she was content, for her greatest joy came from welcoming others. Travelers who crossed the rugged mountain passes always found a warm meal, a soft bed, and a gentle smile at her cottage. One stormy night, the wind howled through the valleys and rain poured endlessly. A weary traveler, drenched and trembling, knocked on her door. Dechen welcomed him, drying his clothes by the fire. She cooked him a hearty meal and offered her own bed while she slept by the hearth. Her kindness left the stranger speechless. By morning, the skies had cleared. The traveler, refreshed and deeply moved, revealed his true identity. He was a royal messenger on his way to the king. Out of gratitude, he invited Dechen to the palace. Though hesitant, she agreed, never imagining how her life would soon change. At the king's court, the messenger told of Dechen's generosity. The king, touched by her selflessness, gifted her a beautiful home and enough wealth to live comfortably and continue helping others all her life. Yet, with these blessings, Dechen's heart remained the same. She continued to open her doors to strangers, feeding the hungry and sheltering the lost. Her story spread far and wide, reminding people that kindness done without expectation brings blessings in the most unexpected ways. Years passed and Dechen grew older, her hair turning as white as the mountain snow. Her steps slowed, but her smile never faded. One morning, as the village awoke to the sound of bells and chanting, Dechen lay peacefully in her bed, her eyes closed as if in gentle prayer, and she drifted into a deep sleep from which she never awoke. The villagers, though saddened, decided not to weep. Instead, they remembered her words, "Kindness is the greatest gift we can leave behind." On that day, they gathered together, not to mourn, but to honor her by helping others. They fed the hungry, clothed the poor, and welcomed the travelers in her name. Her home, once filled with warmth and fragrance of barley stew, was transformed into a haven for those in need. A fire was always kept burning at the hearth, and a meal was always ready for the weary. Children grew up hearing stories of the gentle woman who never turned anyone away, and travelers spoke her name with reverence as they crossed the mountains. Though Dechen was no longer there, her spirit seemed to linger in the smoke rising from the chimney, in the laughter of children she had once fed, and in the prayers whispered by strangers she had once sheltered. And so, her legacy lived on, not in wealth or monuments, but in every act of compassion. Dechen's kindness became eternal, a flame that no storm could ever extinguish, lighting the way for generations to come.